cousins from Off the Tap. I'm Skinny Jeans.
No, I'm Skinny Jeans.
I'm also Tab the Tank.
I'm Tab the Tank.
And I'm Skinny Jeans. I'm Skinny Tank and he's
Nailed it.
I'm Skinny Tank and he's Tab the Jeans. What's real good, ladies and gentlemen? All right, we got another beer review for us. No, we got a beer review for you. It's also for us because we're drinking the beer. You're not. Anyway, so hit us up on our YouTube channel. You're watching it, hit that subscribe.
Turn on those notifications.
Absolutely. Anytime a video comes out, you will receive a notification, and guess what? You get the next 10 to 15 minutes of awesomeness. Hit us up on our, what else?
I thought you were going to say garbage.
That's
cool, dude, yeah.
Yeah, hit us up on our garbage. All right, Facebook, Off the Tap. Our Twitter, Off the Tap 2. And our email is offthetapgb2018@gmail.com. Any cocktails, and you guys get it by now. Just email us any cool ideas you have, and we'll decide whether they're cool or not. All right, this week, Dogfish Head.
Dude, I've been eyeballing this one all week.
This is another one of those beers where I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the liquor store and I was like, you look intriguing as fuck.
You know, like, we were about to do this last time we recorded, and then I think we just got too sloshed.
You know, I think you're right.
Because it was out, and I'm like, oh, we shouldn't do this.
I remember doing a little bit of research, because I was like, man, some of this is starting to come to me. We must have decided not to do this.
Save it for when we're not hammered.
When Matty Ice comes over, we decided to record. I tell you what,
a rough day.
I love that guy. Because, we had some awesome content that evening, and I blame it directly on the Vegas bombs he was feeding us in between reviews. So, this place is out of Milton, Delaware. They opened up in 1995, so they're a little bit older.
Good for them.
I mean,
they made it through some stuff.
We've done a few breweries lately that are actually kind of out of that mid-90s era.
Yeah, which is good, because, we weren't even able to drink them, so it kind of sucked.
The only thing is they were acquired by, was it Boston Brewing Company?
Yep, Boston Beer.
Boston Beer. They announced that on May 19th of this year, so what's it? It's July something already.
So a couple months ago.
Yeah, so let's say we'll give or take 2 months ago, depending on when this comes out. So, I mean, they sold for over $300 million.
Yeah,
that's
pretty big. And the thing is, Boston Beer is third, I think.
They're way up there, yeah.
We're trying to get their float for my job, and that's huge. Dude, we're trying to acquire them, and we're trying to get Miller, I think.
Right.
On our floats.
And
Miller's number one, and then it goes these guys.
Yeah.
So, well, AB, they're not gonna get with us. They're doing their own thing.
Well, I think Miller's number 2 because Anheuser-Busch is king.
Oh, dude. Yeah, they are. And they're letting everybody know.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But screw those guys. We're here to talk about this phenomenal looking beer that I've been trying to taste all week.
A lot of what this beer kind of involves is exactly what it says on the bottle. If you guys are familiar with the classic rock band, the Flaming Lips, I actually don't know if that's actually a classic rock band. I'm pretty sure it came from the classic rock era.
It said rock icons. I've never heard of them, so...
I've heard of them. I was never into their music because it's very psychedelic and...
It's trippy.
I feel
acid.
Who's
gonna pop a tab?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what acid is. It could come in tabs.
So this has all been influenced by the band, and basically the one song that is majorly influenced by is
YumYums.
and the Dragon. And
the Dragon.
Forgive me if I'm saying these things wrong. I don't care for the band. I love music, and there's a big push right now with collaborations with bands throughout.
Yeah, even the booze industry. You got Metallica's got their own whiskey or bourbon or whatever, and then there's a couple other beers that are coming out where they collab with music.
You have OAR, which collabed with Great Lakes Brewing. You have Trampled by Turtles that got together with Ben Paddle.
Yeah, which we actually drank that.
Yeah,
but didn't save any for. Oh no, we got 2 for review.
Yep,
Metallica. I don't remember what it tastes like.
Metallica, on top of being in whiskey, they also got involved with Stone Brewing out of California.
Oh yeah, that's right, they did.
So there's a ton of we felt that this was something that needed to be done.
But dude, think about it though. It was bound to happen.
Right.
Beer and music kind of go hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Even if I'm working on a car drinking beer, I got music on in the background, dude. It's there.
Exactly. Oh, I mean, like seriously though, you think of some of these bands. How has this not happened already?
Right? Yeah, and it's just now like a
and it's
push.
You know what? And that's the thing. There's not to get
our era rocks. That's why, because we're bringing it together.
Not to get off track and get too caught up in everything, but Big Beer right now is trying to make a push, buying up all these small breweries, trying to reinvent craft brewing and the way they distribute and everything else. They never decided to get involved with music, with the exception of putting Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, and Justin Timberlake on all their commercials. So this is really cool. Big fan of IPAs, which is exactly what this is. You're going to get into a little bit of that. Before we do that, they have an inn attached to, I don't know if it's necessarily attached to their brewery, but they have 16 different cottages that are basically right off the lake and everything.
That'd be sweet.
Or wherever the hell they are. I guess that would
well,
be
they have places in Maine, too, and Maine is like...
Maybe that's where it is.
Maine is like a cabin, like, destination, like, where
That's
people want to go... It's a vacation land, is what they call it. Like,
you
just
go kayaking, all sorts of cool stuff. The real cool thing is, what did you call it? I'm gonna mess up how you word it. For shucks.
The oyster shuck.
It's called Chuck Your Shuck.
Chuck Your Shucks. Yeah.
So basically, they take the shells, they repurpose them after they've been eaten in their restaurant.
Like they gotta pick through the garbage basically to get these shells.
Which sounds kind of weird. Yeah, all the employees go through, and then what do they basically do? They bake them, they dehydrate them, or whatnot.
Well, they take them, and then they give them to the oyster shell company, and they cure them in the sun.
All right.
And then they go back into the ocean, and they rehabitat for oysters to come back and live in it again. So,
which is awesome.
Like that's cool. Like, and it's only fitting for that coast. It's the East Coast, and they're huge with oysters, dude.
Oysters are absolutely delicious. So if we can get more companies on board with this,
and an
then
aphrodisiac. So.
Oh yeah. Oh. Me so horny. Me love you long time. And I'll tell you what, it was really hard for me to tell the first time I had oysters because I'm always horny. So I don't know. I don't know what it did. I'm still in my 20s for the next 2 weeks, so I don't have any issues there. But I feel like maybe the price of oysters will go down if more companies will get on board with this.
Yeah, Viagra. I'm just kidding. But anyway,
jump into it.
ABV is a 6.5. That's pretty decent for an IPA. Especially because there's a lot of fruit in this. I can smell it. Like, there's so much aroma coming off of it.
Right, and the big thing, not to cut you off, right on here...
The logo's tight.
The logo's cool, and it's they use dragon fruit in here, and they turned the dragon fruit into a cartoon. I don't know if you've ever seen what a dragon...
like, the small red ones are the YumYums.
Yeah.
YumYum berries, so...
I've never
had YumYums, like...
Me neither. I've never had a dragon fruit. Google what a dragon fruit is if you've never seen one. It is... bitchin'. It's cool looking, and I want to try one so bad.
They even turned a hop right there into a character.
Just a low salt bitch, eh?
Yeah. Oh, and there's it's brewed with pear juice, so they got the pear down there. That's pretty sweet. Like, It's a pretty sweet. I don't know what this one is.
Orange? Tangerine?
Maybe it'll be in the description. Let me finish my description.
All right.
It's a pale ale brewed with a combination of dragon fruits, YumYum berries. I've never had YumYum berries.
I've never even heard of them until I've had this beer.
I think I've seen them. They're kind of like little small balls, and they got like little spikes coming off them.
If anybody,
kind of furry.
If anybody ever tells you that you're an alcoholic, just look at them and say, "Yeah,
there's fruit and beer,"
but it's educational. We learned what a YumYum berry was today.
It also has your pear juice, not pears, but pear juice, and then black carrot juice. I've seen black carrots. They look more of a purplish, I think.
Okay.
So
that's weird.
Yeah. There's actually a couple breweries like Scratch Brewing and stuff that actually they have a carrot and dead leaf beer, like brew. I want to try it. Like, it sounds awesome.
I mean, I'll try it. Doesn't sound that awesome.
There's also passion fruit in it. Maybe that's a passion fruit.
That could be.
That's it. Yeah, probably passion fruit.
Yeah, some people have a passion for fruit.
All right, so you already went in. They collabed with this beer on the Rock
Flaming Lips.
Flaming Lips. The aromas of it, you're gonna get intense, tropical, and piney. I don't smell pine, dude. I smell just tropic flavor bursting everything. And this beer is actually a very big hype in the streets right now. Like every page we follow and look up craft beer, this beer is like there.
Yeah,
So
and
they know they have a beer.
Late 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's been out for a while, but
I'd use it at 25, so I don't think it's gonna be over bitter either.
That's not going to be bitter for an IPA at all.
No. Let's get this bad boy whirl. I'm ready.
All right.
I've been waiting all week. Oh, dude. This might be my go-to summer. There's a little bit of dryness on the back end. Not prickly or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that bitterness. It's kind of dry.
Are you sure this is an IPA?
Yeah, it says pale ale brewed with...
Because that tastes like a ghost.
Yeah.
I don't get the piney.
Like, I get that dryness from...
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I don't get... Like, there's prickliness on the front end. So I probably should have looked more into the hops. Like,
there's a bit of carbonation. It's not hazy.
No,
it's not dark.
Filtered.
I'd imagine that because of all the fruit and everything that's in it, that's what gave it kind of that. Well, what would you even call that?
The dragonberry is gonna be shit. What was it? I just read it. I don't know. I didn't look it up. It was pink with like a wine hue or something like that. So I mean, it makes sense. Like dragonberries pink.
It's almost like a dark champagne.
Yeah, it looks like a wine.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And seriously, this doesn't taste like an IPA.
The part I get with the IPA is just a big prickliness of burst when you get it.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell hoppy.
It's carbonated for sure.
Oh yeah.
It gives me a little bit of prickly on the tongue. Not so much on the very back end.
The back end is dry.
It's like it stops right before it hits the back of my throat, but very dry.
It's definitely a unique beer. Like, it's psychedelic.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe that's what they're going for. Is
right.
Like, that's pretty true.
It's tweaky. It's nothing that I've had before. That's for sure.
Like, I'm gonna get like for a pale ale. It's kind of low in my books.
Well,
for an actual beer? I think I'm just gonna go with the beer.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna grade it as if it's a good beer.
It's a unique beer, and I think it's good. You get a good or shit. That's our new scale.
Because I think that's fair. Because as far as a pale ale is concerned, everyone's gonna get that it's not a typical IPA.
You put a couple different hops in a beer, you can call it a pale ale.
You put a few different fruits in a beer. I mean,
you got a sour.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, so you gotta call it.
It's almost like a hybrid, I guess.
Yeah, like you gotta call it off their description and stuff. So that's what it is. And I'm gonna say, could I drink it all day? Probably not. I think I'm gonna get gut rot.
Well, and you get your acid reflux, so we've learned that.
I think I'm gonna do 7.5.
7.5. I think that's a very fair grade.
There's a lot of hype and stuff. I was gonna stick right. It might be a little bit overhyped.
I was gonna stick right around the 7s. I'm a little confused right now. Not to drag this on, I have had this before because I bought a 6-pack of it, and I gotta be honest, this is the best that it's tasted. When I tried it, the first, because I think I've had
been drunk the first couple of times.
This actually, like, I guess I have a clear palate right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't before. I like this way more than when I tried it the first time. I was gonna stick right around kind of where you were at like a 7.7. Honestly, I really like this.
It's a good beer.
I don't know. I could have a few of these.
Yeah, I just don't think I couldn't.
It's not a 1 and done or a 1 and 2. I think I could kind of mix this back and forth with something else. Or
Yeah, throw one in every now and then.
3 or 4.
Drinkability for a pale ale.
I tell you what, if you're into sours and ghosts and IPAs,
how about this? If you like wine and you want to get into craft beer, that's a great.
Oh, absolutely! I think
because it gives you that dryness on the back like a wine would, and then on the front end it's just that burst of prickliness, but it doesn't have that. The aroma is going to smell them away.
It's going to leave your taste buds and your brain cells confused because of all the different shit going on in here.
It's going to smell them away.
7.7.
7.5.
I'm Skinny Jeans.
I'm Tab the Tank.
Hit that subscribe button. Keep her tuned, bitches.
Keep her tuned.